Welcome guys, in this video we're going to learn how to display all the files and folders in a directory. Okay, so we're going to have Visual Studio here. Let's make a new project and let's type using system. And then we're going to type using system.io. There you go. And notice that next to the IO and the link and the management and so on, it's a little parentheses to indicate these are additional namespaces. There you go, just as we've learned previously when we made our own. Alright, so now we're going to give it the namespace sample, that'll do. And now we're going to say here class and then program. And now here we're going to type some code. Alright, so let's go over the code. So first thing we're going to do is create two arrays. String array like this, files, and now you're going to say here directory.getFiles, and we are going to get them from this location. So C colon and then users and then Tom goes out with a semicolon. So we're going to get the files and put them in a string array. Let's also do the same thing with the folders. So directory.get directories like this. And okay. C, and then here we're going to say user slash Tom goes out with a semicolon. So we'll get the files and directories from those. And now what we're going to do is use two for each loops to go through them and display them. So we can type this for each and then string f and files right in the files array. Let me go back here. Oh, I forgot to add the static void main. No, so let's drag that in, place that in here. There you go. Okay, so let's keep going. So for each string f in the files here, we're going to display it as follows. So console.writeLine, and then you'll say the file called. Let's just do it this way. Put a placeholder for the file name. So the file whatever is located in, and then another placeholder, comma. Now path dot get file name f, comma, and then path dot get directory name like that, f, and then close that with a semicolon. Okay, there you go. So this will get us each string f and files. There you go. And now what we're going to do is repeat this code. Let's type here now for each string f in folders like this. In the folders array, so let me just put an S in here so it's plural. There you go. We're going to display as follows. So console.writeLine, and the directory is place a placeholder and then f dot to string. See, and close out the semicolon. There we are. Alright, that's magnificent. Delete that. Okay, so here's our relatively simple code. We have two for each loops, and of course they have the effect of displaying the information that we want. Let me push that down a little bit. Alright, so give it a build, make sure it takes. Alright, so debug and start without debugging at first, and notice that it does work. See, it displays a lot of this information here. Okay, so here let's hit enter, close that. Now if you go debug and step into here, alright, so directory.get files, store them in an array. Okay, and as you can see it says string 25. So if you expand that, see that it tells you all of them. There you go. And then in the folders, that right now is null. Once the code runs, however, it's not null, and then there are 37, you see? And you can go through them, you see that? There you go. Okay. So now Of course, this is kind of tedious now, but very easy. You're going to do a for each to retrieve all the file names and the directory names, so that you can display the file name and the directory location of the file. But then you repeat that with the folders to display the folders using the for each loops. Okay, so that's it. I wanted to show you something relatively easy to do with some really simple code, which is reach into a directory structure, get the file names, and get the folder names so everything can be listed. And as you can see with some basic code here, and a lot of these built-in classes from .NET, like directory, and then the methods that it provides, like get files, get directories, and then the get directory name, get file name, and so on. Now, this is relatively easy. Just use a for each loop, and you can enumerate all of them or list them. Right, that's it. So don't forget this using system.io, that namespace, otherwise you'll not have access to these classes here. And you can see if you hover your mouse over it, it says system.io.directory. Okay, so remember, you have to have the namespace for the resolution to occur properly. And that is it, so thanks very much.